Hey guys, I've got a really good, really happy update video for you about the SENA 30K. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've been very fair, but also very critical of SENA over the years with their 20S series and their recent 30K that I got a few months ago. But they just released, finally, a firmware update for the 30K. They saw my last video. Frankly, it took some social media pressure instead of a support ticket that went nowhere, but they delivered finally with this firmware update. So I've been doing a lot of testing. They did not give any details about exactly what they were fixing. They had very vague patch notes, and they didn't even specifically mention some of the problems that I had found in the other video. So, oh, and the owner's manuals, of course, print editions are outdated now, and the PDFs haven't been updated yet. That's the thing with the SENAs. If you update your firmware, oftentimes features are added or controls are changed. Always download the latest PDF manual, and you'll have an updated instruction set. But right now, it's anybody's guess. So I've done a lot of testing here. I've run through everything to put it through its paces. They did actually significantly change some things, and spoiler alert, it is really good. It's not perfect, but there are no showstoppers anymore, and I'm finally now able to switch over my production to the 30K and actually use it. So I'm very excited. Let me show you exactly what I've got, what I've done, and then I'll demo everything so you can see and hear exactly how it works right now. I'll let you hear in helmet real soon here, but here's the setup. First of all, I did a complete factory reset. So everything got blanked out. Nothing was paired together. The 30K, of course, is brand new, and I just flashed it to the latest firmware, which is 1.0.2. The 20S was completely blanked out. The GP10 is completely blanked out. This is the receiver that you can connect to a GoPro 3 or 4 to do your recording, and it's what I use on the road for my videos. Now, prior to this update, here's how it worked. You had two quality modes coming out of the GP10 into either the 20S or the 30K. You had a standard voice mode, and you had a UHD voice mode. The UHD voice mode is what you see in all of my videos, and it sounds good. It's very good quality. I have no problems with it whatsoever. Now, the problem with connecting the GP10 and the 20S when you had more than just a direct one-to-one connection was horrible popcorn noise, random pops and clicks and snaps and crackles, and really, really poor quality. And they never did fix that. And when that came out, of course, you guys heard the exact same thing in the previous video test. So that was one thing I was looking for to be absolutely fixed. I didn't count on it though, because they didn't say anything about it in the patch notes. All they said were minor bug fixes with the GP10. Now, the other problem I found with the 30K was the record volume was very low, was about 10 decibels too low coming out of the GP10, and the noise floor was very high. So it sounded very poor. Even when you boosted the levels in post, you couldn't use the audio. It was just too noisy. So that was the absolute showstopper for me using the 30K. Now, I also completely blanked out the pairing to the phone. It's right now completely disconnected. Bluetooth is off, and you guys are not going to be able to see that. There we go. Bluetooth is off on the phone, so it's not connected to anything. And like I said, it's not even paired to the 20S anymore. I've only got it paired to the 30K for this test. But spoiler alert, didn't make any difference no matter what I did. So one of the major changes they made was you no longer have standard voice mode and UHD voice mode when you're connecting to more than just the GP10. You used to have that choice, and you could still get your high quality voice coming in from your helmet if you were talking with other people in a group. And that was good for the very occasional times I did group rides and I was doing a recording and I wanted their voice in on the recording. That is now gone. You no longer have the UHD option. Now, when you have a GP10 connected to your 30K, as soon as you bring in another device, it automatically switches the GP10 connection to what they're now calling noise control mode. That's brand new. And let me tell you what, the noise control mode eliminated the popcorn noise. It is fantastic. And another spoiler alert, there's no popcorn noise in UHD voice mode now either. It is absolutely flawless. And that also goes for just connecting two comms together. There is no more popcorn noise. So what I'll do is pop the helmet on real quick here. I'm going to show you and let you hear exactly what's going on and just show you the couple very, very minor bugs, no showstoppers that are still in the system that hopefully they can patch in a future update. But if not, you know what? I don't even care. Okay, you're hearing the external camera right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the unit. Hello. And we get the normal greeting. Now I'm going to turn on the GP10 unit. And it will save whatever mode you're in. If you're just connecting the GP10, you can choose between noise control mode, which you'd never want to use alone, or UHD voice mode. As you turn it on and off, it will save your last setting, so you don't have to worry about resetting that. And as long as it's paired, it will automatically reconnect fairly quickly. And there we go. Now, one of the very minor bugs here, when it tells you GP10 unit connected, UHD voice mode, the volume is a little low. The record volume in UHD voice mode is still 10 decibels too low. But that's an easy couple second fix in post. The noise floor is gone. There's no noise even when you reboost it. 10 decibels in post sounds perfect. So no problem there, not a showstopper. But when you switch it by just pressing the pairing button once into noise control mode, it'll go ahead and tell me here.
Noise control mode.
Much louder, twice as loud, easily. So you can switch again back to UHD voice mode. It beeps. It'll tell me it switched.
UHD voice mode.
Quiet. But we're back in UHD voice mode. So now, this is exactly my setup for the road, just like I would be vlogging. Now I'm going to bring in the 20S, which is only again paired to the 30K. Nothing besides this 30K paired to the GP10. And this will now automatically switch to noise control mode as soon as the 20S or any other Bluetooth comm unit comes into the mix. So I started the GoPro recording. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the 20S. These are already paired. All we have to do after we turn the unit on, if it's already paired, is just tap to connect the comms. Now I've only got one-on-one, so they're both in slot 1. So I'll tap once. I just got a beep into the 30K. And the GoPro GP10 unit just said noise control mode. So it dropped us out of UHD voice mode, put us into noise control mode, and look, no popcorn, nothing. I've tested this around the house. I've gone down the street. Silence. Perfect, noiseless communications. This is now absolutely a must-buy product. I can't tell you enough how long I've been waiting for this exact setup. This is great. The only other thing they could do is somehow get UHD voice mode working this cleanly with more than one connection. But you know what? If they don't, I don't care that much. I very, very rarely am making a video talking to other riders. And you know what? If it has to be this quality when I do so, I'm completely fine with that. Because I'm all about the record quality when it's just me and the camera. This is great. So, hope this helps somebody. Tell you what, if you're looking for a comm system right now, with today's update, 30K is top of the heap. No holds barred, man. See you guys next time.